Let's talk about three consumer buying patterns that no one ever talks about. My name is Marcus Johnson. I'm the CEO of Flow Forward Media, a digital marketing agency located here in Dallas, Texas. But we serve companies nationwide, from Newport Beach, California to Jacksonville, Florida. We specialize in four different things: design, consulting, ads, and content, just like you're watching. Well, anyways, that's beside the point. But if you want to work with us, our link is in the description below. So now let's talk about the three consumer buying patterns and the three consumer behaviors that often want to purchase. The first one is inspiration. Think about Michael Jordan. Think about the Jordan shoe. Think about the Jordan commercials. They always talked about jumping high, reaching for the skies, playing in the NBA, playing professional basketball. They were selling you this dream that if you bought the shoe, if you wore Jordan sneakers, that you can jump high, that you can play in the NBA, and that you could dominate the court. But in all reality, we all bought Jordans, and most of us are not in the NBA. And quite frankly, most of us can't dunk. But we were so inspired by the Jordan commercials that it just drove us to purchase Jordans. And they look really cool, so there's no shame in that. They look great too. But we were inspired as a young kid and as a adolescent that this was going to take us to the next level. And it took our style to the next level, but it didn't really. Most of the time, it didn't really take your game to the next level wearing Jordan shoes in general. But if you can inspire someone and sell them their dream outcome that they desire, they're more likely going to buy your product, your service, or do business with you, or follow you, or whatever. And so that's the first consumer buying pattern. The second one is environment. Environment shapes you, is what they say. And I want to use an example that's very near and dear to my heart because I live here. The Dallas Cowboys. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I love Cowboys fans, but let me tell you, 50% of those fans do not know who the starting wide receiver is or who the, middle linebacker is, but they still wear the jersey. Why is that? Because many people want to be a part of something. When you go out in the world and you graduate college, a lot of people struggle with identity. I'm not saying Cowboys fans struggle with identity, but just hear me out here. Identity crisis is a really big thing. We get so consumed in having identity with our jobs and our careers and who our parents think we are and who our friends think we are or who our spouse, says we are, that we oftentimes are grasping at straws trying to find identity. And so when you can create an environment where everyone's working together for a common goal, like the Cowboys fans, rooting for the Cowboys, rooting for the players on the field, and you wear that jersey, you find a sense of identity. And I'm not saying that's the right way to do it, but people are inclined to become Cowboys fans because they love the community, they love the culture, and most importantly, they love the environment. The last consumer buying pattern, the consumer behavior pattern that I'm going to talk about is something that's near and dear to my heart, and that is McDonald's. But let's talk about the buying pattern first, and it's experience. Think about McDonald's. If you grew up in America, you probably ate McDonald's at least once as a child. And I just remember, close your eyes real quick and think about the experience that you had opening a Happy Meal. It was like this little rectangular box. It was like a cube, red cube with the M logo on it, big M logo, and you'd open it and it smells like fries and burger, and it smells like melting plastic because there's a toy in there. And when you grab the toy, it's usually greasy. It's kind of hard to open, and then the fries are good, and you open the toy and you're like, wow, most of the time, and you're so excited. The toy's hot and greasy too. That right there is an experience. And then you open the toy and then you go play in the McDonald's playground, which I don't even know if they have anymore. But back in the day, I'm 26 years old right now, but that was the life, and that's an experience. And the reason I kept going to McDonald's, and the reason you probably kept going to McDonald's, was not because the burger was the best or the fries were the best. It was because you wanted to experience opening up the present, opening up the toy, because most of the time, most of us only opened up toys and presents really on our birthday and Christmas, and maybe a couple other times of the year. And so when you got to open up that present and experience the mystery of what toy is going to be in there, and the just the experience of McDonald's was something that keeps driving people to come back, come back, come back. And when they get older and they still go to McDonald's, I feel like it's more of a convenience thing. I don't eat McDonald's, but you get the point. And so what does this all mean? Well, if you can follow, if you understand these three consumer behavior patterns and consumer buying patterns, you can absolutely thrive in your business and your personal brand. Because what you need to do is, if you can create an experience, and if you can create an environment and inspire people, and you can knock down all three of those things in your content and your messaging and your branding and your sales pitch, more people are going to want to work with you. And it could take your business from zero to hero. It could take your brand from zero to hero, because you understand how the mind works. Humans are all programmed the same. We all buy because we're inspired by something. We're inspired by a dream outcome. We are lacking identity, so we want to become a part of an environment, or we are obsessed with the experience, just like McDonald's. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe. If you want to do any sort of digital marketing with Flow Forward Media, make sure to click the link in the description below, and we'll make sure to give you a call. Cheers.